to the one show we love to give you a taste of what's happening in the county here, not just in front of the house, but behind the kitchen doors in that secret world that only a few privileged people get to see, like our host here today, Chef Pascal. Welcome, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good here. We have to talk because you're French and you've got it blazed on your T-shirt. Soccer, soccer, soccer. We're in the middle of the World Cup here. And your guest we'll talk about here, you've got, who's Chef Alan?
Alan Ramirez.
Yes, sir.
And he's talking Mexico, and you're talking this, and I'm talking. When did I suddenly am waking up to soccer here? For years I had like, soccer. It was an exciting match, 0-0. I'm starting to get it a little bit this year. I'm starting to feel a little of the fever here. I don't understand why Americans don't grab onto it. I sort of do, because it's so low scoring. It's sort of like hockey. Run up and down, run up and down, run up and down, and you score one goal or two goals.
You just gave me an idea. Maybe we should have a chef shootout, something. It'd be fun.
A chef shootout. Yeah, where you each fling some thing. Have to throw something up quickly. I like the chef shootout. Well, best of luck to France. They're as we're doing this on July 8th. They're still in it.
To go to why we are here, it's competition, but hopefully it's going to stay friendly competition. But in our organization of hospitality, we have competition, but we respect each other. And that's very important. That's why we are here today, because we're going to talk about a special event coming up.
That's right. Not a competition, but a showcase for lots of chefs.
We all get together, and we team up like 45, 50 chefs to raise money for special cause on community organization.
And the events we're specifically talking about, we'll do it about 5 times today, is KidWorks.
It's a festival of chefs,
right?
And to generate a fund for KidWorks.
KidWorks.
Yes, sir.
KidWorks.
And it's at the Newport Beach Country Club, and it's on a Thursday this year, which is, I believe, the 23rd. Is that the date?
Yeah.
23rd, 5 to 10 p.m.
Okay. And it's not cheap to get in. It's like $1,000 or something, or $500.
It's not about the price, about generosity.
It is.
Yeah.
So you're going to have hundreds of people showing up for dozens and dozens of chefs, and you get to go around and taste all this stuff, and then of course the other stuff that goes along with fundraisers.
I have a list of chefs, caterers, and food providers, and also
liquor companies.
Liquor.
Yeah. All right, we'll go at it. Let's have some here, and then we'll talk about Alan and why he's going to be there and what he does. Yeah.
We call it wine libations, and.
You call it what?
The drink sponsor, wine and libations.
Oh, libations.
Libations.
Yeah. Libations. There we go.
And so we have I have 2 pages.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing.
We went to this is another one of Kristen Martin's amazing events. We highlighted the one she did at the Hyatt Regency for a different charity. I think it was the Priority Center.
Yeah.
And she puts these on for a living. And so charities hire her to do these massive fundraisers, and they make a massive amount of money.
She's a producer, event producer.
Yeah, exactly. So this one, if it's like the last one I went to, amazing. Well worth the investment.
It's also, all the guests are going to have a beautiful time, because for about from 5 to 7, 2 hours,
you go from booth to booth, yeah.
They go, and they'll go on the lawn.
Endless samples of food and libations.
The Newport Beach Country Club, it's a pretty place to be.
Oh, right over by the ocean.
By the ocean bridge. And then after that, after a couple of hours, we all move, chef, guests, everybody into an area with tables.
Yes.
And they have
and you get real dinner.
You can enjoy. No, you can have coffee. I already had dinner with all the food.
Okay.
But coffee and some sweets.
Oh, I see. And then you do the auctions.
The auctions.
Right.
Sure.
Well, let's bring in your guest, Alan Ramirez. Why are you there, sir? You were at the last one. I saw you there at the last one.
The last fourth one?
For kids work,
Yeah,
I've done seven.
7.
Wow. Okay.
7 under BUTTERFIGHT over
You,
here.
you know how much we raised so far for KidWorks? $4 million.
Oh my God.
That's
Through these
crazy.
events, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
That's good.
We're going to have somebody from KidWorks come on in a few minutes and talk about
And
the
we-
organization.
That's
so.
why the chefs should be proud to be there because
Absolutely.
that's very important.
All right, so Alan,
Yes,
welcome
sir.
to the show. What brings you out? What do you do?
Well, first off, thank you for having me here. Thank you, Chef Pascal.
You're welcome.
You're looking handsome today.
Don't tell him he's got the French
Yeah.
thing on with Mbappe or whatever the guy's name is.
Mbappe.
Yeah. Mbappe.
Well, this charity in particular is very near to me. I grew up in Tanana, and I do remember kids work being in the school system and giving charity to the schools, right? I've known about this charity for quite some time. I also know where they come from and where they're what they're doing, and the organization started in 1000th Street, which was about 2 blocks away from where I grew up.
Wow. Okay. I mean, again, the I don't know if it's the founder or the PR person. Somebody's going to come on in about 10 minutes and give us an overview. So we won't go too deep, and we'll
Yeah.
let them talk about the organization. But you experienced it firsthand growing up.
Yeah. I want to say that I was probably one of the lucky ones that got school supplies and stuff like that. That did happen. But yeah, this one is a particular favorite of mine. I like the beach, the environment, the vibes, everything that comes with the kids work or the Festival of Chef is really cool. People normally bring like the best dishes during the summer.
Yeah.
And it's really fun.
What are you going to bring this
What are you
time?
going to bring? Yeah.
I don't know yet.
Ah, come on.
Yeah, I always prep like pretty much the day before or
Yeah.
a day. Yeah, pretty much the day before always.
And what is BUTTERFIGHT? You're a chef for BUTTERFIGHT.
Yes, sir.
What is BUTTERFIGHT?
Okay, so BUTTERFIGHT.
Not a restaurant.
No, it's not a restaurant. BUTTERFIGHT Food Service. It's my baby. I opened up in the midst of 2020, October 2020, and it's a company that I created to do private dinners. So I do multi-course menus. Each menu is tailored to the event, and I go through all the restrictions or themes or anything
Whatever
they
they
want to
want.
cook. I don't have a limit or boundary as to I'm a Mexican chef or Italian chef or French chef.
So you'll
right?
tackle anything. If they
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
do Lithuanian food, if they wanted to
I'm
do
down.
anything.
Yes. I've been fortunate enough to work the entirety of the industry, from banquets to hotels to breakfast, which was honestly probably the hardest one. Just waking up early.
Breakfast is the hardest
Breakfast
one?
is the hardest one because you have to wake up early.
Is that why Chef Pascal's never had breakfast?
I don't know.
I know. And first, you have to decide. If you're a pastry chef, you work almost overnight.
Yeah.
If you do breakfast, you work very early. But if you're just a lunch and dinner chef, then you're fine. Yeah. You can have almost a normal life.
Yeah. And besides, those are the rocks. Like normal. You said normal.
He
I
said
used to be
normal.
looking at 11.
Can you-
11 to like 1:30 in the morning. But yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
Either
That's
way,
normal.
the
But we always
lunch
do,
service
we always
and
do
dinner,
more.
lunch service and dinner, those are the rockstar chefs.
Yeah.
That's where it's from.
That's the big boys playing
Yeah.
that field here.
Yeah.
Are there any rock star chefs that do breakfast? Not really. You don't hear famous chefs doing
Well,
famous breakfasts.
Depend, if you're part of a corporation that will say
A
you need
hotel,
to
yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Is also if your lease require, because of your location, that you do breakfast, you have no choice. So and that's more and more restaurants are actually doing breakfast and early lunch, like brunch style. This is a new trend.
I don't understand how restaurant. You had a guy in here, the Persian guy. His wife was a Persian chef, and
Yeah.
they're really just this new kind of neighborhood cafe, breakfast, lunch, and then by dinner they're done.
It was saffron. Yeah.
Saffron, yeah, right. And I don't know how you make that business model work if you're just doing a couple. Nor do I understand anymore how you can do lunch and dinner without doing breakfast, because everything's so expensive. Don't you want to squeeze every
But
opportunity you
some
can?
chefs, even though they work hard, they still have a wonder family life. If they're young They want to take care of their family and spend time with the kids, and so
No
that's-
time for that.
no, not in my era.
Not in your era. All right, so Chef Alan, we're not sure what you're going to be there, but you'll have a booth there,
Yes.
and you'll be dishing something up
Correct.
to highlight, and hopefully some of these wealthy, affluent Newport Beach contributors, or just regular folks coming by, will say, hey, maybe I'll hire you for a private dinner. Is it expensive to do a private dinner? I would think it would be.
It depends. It depends kind of like on the theme of the party and how many courses we're doing.
Yeah.
Like I said, since I don't have a specific menu that I just send to people, it's really based on what the customer wants at this point.
What's the weirdest one you've ever done? Have you done something you're like, what? They want to do like West African food or something, or something crazy, or anything really off the wall that comes to mind, or exotic or expensive? Or give us one you did that you could like. There's one. That was one. That was a dinner to remember.
Probably one of the funnest one, if I can remember, is
If you can remember, he does so many.
yeah.
Give me a good
I
one.
did one that I called it a dinner through time, and we
Okay.
focused on, I believe it was from starting the 50s up into the 20s or 2020. So from the 50s, that was, what is it, 7 decades? So it was 7 courses highlighting each dish of the decades.
Oh, is this Lisa?
Yes, it's Lisa here.
Okay. All right. So each course represents a decade.
Yeah, each course was a dish from the decade.
That's great. Great.
I think. Sorry, we're doing this on the fly here. Lisa, are you with us today here?
Yeah, but I can barely hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, I did it wrong here. So hang on. Let's pick this up.
Are you there?
Yeah, hang on. Let's put you on.
I can tell you my most interesting dinner.
Hang on a second.
It was a private dinner at a guest.
Okay, hang on. We're trying to get you on. Are you there? Okay.
Very
Yeah,
quick.
now I can hear you.
Now I had the wrong button up here. All right.
Lisa, sorry, we just finished up our conversation a bit with Chef Ramirez.
Hang on 1 second. We'll bring you in and we'll
I
introduce you.
just want to quickly tell my kind of weirdest for some people,
Yes.
but interesting dinner. The guests also they meet to do a dinner around a wild boar.
Wild boar?
He wanted, so he brought me a whole wild boar. I said, "Can you do a dinner?" I said, "Sure, I can." So I did like a 10-course dinner from nose to tail.
Nose to tail.
Yeah,
That's
and
pretty cool.
every part, and even part that I don't want to name, and it was very interesting. I won't do it again. So it was a lot of work, but it was very special.
All right. Well, we're doing this on the fly. We got 2 chefs sharing stories about private dinners that they've put together, like Alan Ramirez does for lots of people, and Chef Pascal did for many years. All because we're highlighting what's happening at KidWorks, Festival of Chefs coming up, and we have with us from KidWorks here. Somebody big today here. Welcome. Is this Lisa?
Hi, I'm Lisa, and I am the development director at KidWorks, and in charge of working on this fantastic event. Thank you, Chef Pascal, for all you do for this event. And as you know, this Festival of Chefs has been going on for about 5 years now.
Wow.
We are looking forward to another big event on Thursday evening, July 23rd, from 5 to 10 p.m.
Okay.
And we will be gathering at the Newport Beach Country Club on their beautiful lawn out back. It's going to be a fantastic evening. There's over 75 different restaurants,
Wow.
wineries, spirit sponsors. Lot of great tasting and sampling going on. Then we have a KidWorks program, and the evening wraps up with dancing to the Tijuana Dogs, which
Oh,
is always a huge
That
hit.
was a huge. All right. So what we're hoping you'll tell us is about KidWorks. What do you guys do? Because I don't think you heard earlier while we were trying to get you on, stumbling around here.
I just learned about it. I'm very not surprised, but amazed that actually there's a real connection right there.
Well, yes, because what he's hinting at is that Chef Alan grew up in Santa Ana and was a beneficiary of your programs. He has
Oh my God.
he has a personal connection to this.
I didn't even know that before
You
today.
personally helped him and his family and people like him in his neighborhood in Santa Ana. So what is it you guys do?
Well, I would love to know more about Chef Alan and know his story as well, but that is super fantastic.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. So, as Chef Alan can probably vouch for, KidWorks has a 30-year track record of success. We walk with students and their families, starting in preschool, going all the way through college and career success. And the outcome is really these young servant leaders who are motivated to give back. They come back to the community and they change the community for good. We believe that academics alone do not define a person, that it's really this holistic development, major focus on leadership development, especially servant leadership, big focus on character and spiritual development, as well as the college and career readiness, the academic support that's needed.
And is this just in
And-
disadvantaged communities like in Santa Ana or something? Is this in struggling?
So we specifically work in the Santa Ana communities. We go into the neighborhoods that really are the most under-resourced. And we find that, so we have a 20,000 square foot community center
Okay.
called the Dan Donahue KidWorks Center. It's here in central Santa Ana. just off First-
Is it set up like a school campus a little bit?
Or is it set up just like
It's not
a community
we are
center?
not
here?
Yeah, we're not necessarily a school. We supplement what the schools do.
Mm-hmm.
So we have preschool, 2 different classes during the week here during the daytime hours, and then the students come after school. So they go to a variety of the schools here in Santa Ana. They come here after school. They get a healthy snack. They get help with their homework. They get a variety of enrichment classes. There's a different focus each day of the week on like a lesson. It could be leadership one day, spiritual development one day, kind of a career exposure thing, or maybe like arts classes or music classes, or a variety of different things. At the event this year, we're going to be highlighting one of our graduates. Her name is Julie Kahns. And while she was at KidWorks, she discovered that she had this amazing talent and passion for music. She pursued music as well as a microbiology degree or some sort of biology degree when she was in college. So she has a dual major, but she is now pursuing music as her career. And she actually performed in the Super Bowl this past year with Bad Bunny. And so she is one of our graduates, and it's super exciting to hear a success story like
So
that.
you
or to
do
hear
follow-
about Chef Alan.
You do follow up on the after life, after
keep in
KidWorks
touch
life,
with them, yeah.
Stay in touch and see.
Yeah.
So they don't fall off the track, correct?
Right. So we've seen over the years that, as the kids keep advancing, we're offering more and more programs. We launched our college and career programs back in 2018, and, it's for those kids that now want internships, help with job placements, whatever. We have a network of fantastic donors and board members and whatnot, and we can, pair them up and introduce them and make those kind of introductions that kids in other neighborhoods have, but the kids growing up here might not have that if it weren't for KidWorks.
So let's have
And
Chef
so-
Alan, while you're on the line, tell you a little bit
Yeah.
more his experience. Because that shocked both of us when he walked in and I said,
Yes,
why do you do
that is
this?
so fantastic.
Yeah. Go, Alan. Tell us about KidWorks in your life.
Hi, Lisa. This is Chef Alan here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So, my experience with kids work is a little bit further back. I grew up in Santa Ana during the times of 2002, no, 2001 to about 2007 or so,
Okay.
6. I don't really remember because then I moved to Anaheim. But growing up in Santa Ana, I went to Pio Pico High, Elementary School. I went to Lathrop Junior High, and then I went to Santa Ana High School, right? During my time in elementary school at Pio Pico, I remember receiving gifts for December. Like we got like a huge gift basket, and I remember clearly seeing kids' works, because like it was just odd. Like as a little kid, you don't really understand this, nor where it comes from or anything. I remember the school called my mom and was like, "Hey, Alan won this gift basket. You need to come and pick it up." And we go pick it up, and it had backpacks, books. It had a bike, skateboard,
A
scooters.
bike and a scooter?
Yeah,
Oh, my
like
goodness.
it was a lot. It was a huge gift basket, and the name Kids Work always stuck around. I never
Yeah.
got to participate in any of the school activities. I didn't know that that was an option, right? Like I said, I did grow up in Santa Ana. I do recognize Kids Work when I was a little kid, and then when I had the chance to go back and got invited by Kristen with my company Butterfight to do the kids work, it kind of clicked in. I started looking into the research. I did research into what it was, where you guys come from, what you guys stand for, and from my understanding, the founding fathers did it in Thousand Street, right?
Where did you guys
the
start?
fa-
Yeah.
Well,
Founders?
That's
So,
kind of like where it
KidWorks-
started, right?
Yeah, KidWorks has a bit of a unique history. We were founded by a young pastor and his wife, and it was part of the Hispanic Ministry Association back then. And the couple's name was Larry and Jamie Acosta, and they're still involved. But it
And
started
that was
out
in
that,
what, 1993, something like that.
yeah, 1993. He was a youth pastor, and he brought a bunch of college kids down here for the summer to intern in this neighborhood. And really, they were just about like gathering young kids in the neighborhood and creating a safe space and running like a vacation Bible school type program for the young kids. And over time, they developed relationships. They didn't, they became attached to these kids, and they realized that there was a need for this consistent relationship, this mentoring and support. So they developed a presence by just renting an apartment in the neighborhood. And again, it was more like open door policy, just come, we'll informally help you with homework and all this stuff. And all this stuff they did back in the day just based on gut feeling and what seemed right is really what has proved to be, I call it the secret sauce of KidWorks. It's our, success strategy. It's really what has created the lasting impact. And now, obviously 30 years later, we know what works, and it's this holistic, whole person development. It's the long walk. It's the trusted relationship. We know these kids from preschool all the way through their college years. And now we're on the second and third generation of students. There are families like Alan who have children, and their kids are enrolling in the preschool, and they're living back in the community. Some of our graduates have chosen to come back to KidWorks. One of our students in particular, Erica Sanchez, she was one of our first college graduates. She worked all around the world. She founded a nonprofit based on the model of KidWorks in the Philippines. And then she came back to the States, and it was right around the time we were launching our college and career programs. And so she launched our college and career programs. She went off to a couple of other universities to found first-gen college success programs and run big government grants there. And she has just returned to KidWorks to run our programs again.
Isn't it amazing the full circle of how you
The full circle.
not sure what we're going to do, but we're going to throw it out to the community. We see an interest. We've got an open heart. Let's see if we can help people and figure it out. And 30
Yeah.
years later, these people are looping back in and helping others and spreading the word or coming back and participating.
And what's so beautiful to me is we're not out there like begging them to come back here.
Right.
They're coming to us and they want to give back. Like they're like, I got so much out of that, and I remember the mentors who supported me. I want to in turn do that for the next generation of
Well,
young
look
people.
what, and I don't know, it sounds like you do a lot more than just give out gifts, but look at one gift that you gave a kid
Yeah.
you didn't even know
Yeah.
and the impact that made in his life, and now he's come
Yeah.
back to participate for that
Well,
reason.
Yeah.
he's also,
And that-
I would say, he's a
that is-
success story because now
Absolutely.
he owns his own company.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Private
that-
chef, yeah.
Yeah, and I think what I've seen over the years is because I grew up in Newport Beach. I mean, that's where we've raised our family, and my kids are in their 30s now. And what I've seen is the kids in this neighborhood. A lot of them, they don't know what's beyond the limitations of their neighborhood.
Absolutely. They're never going to
when
leave that
you-
neighborhood. They don't know what's out. They don't know what they don't know.
They don't know it, what they don't know exactly. When you provide an opportunity, when you take them to a job site visit, when you expose them to what it means to be a lawyer, a doctor, a chef, you know,
Right. Opens
own
their
your own
eyes.
business, an
Right.
entrepreneur, they're like, oh, I can do that. And so now we've had, back when, you know, Alan referenced the programs, it was really unpopular for kids in this community to even graduate high school.
Yeah.
It was considered very uncool. And we've consistently had 100% high school graduation rate with all of them enrolling in college for 10, 15 years now.
Amazing.
And then all of a sudden we realized they're going off to college and we were losing track of them.
Right.
So that's why we continued with the college and career program so that there's resources here. If they have questions, we send them care packages. We do check-ins all the time. We've started a more formalized program where when the kids are in junior high, we start taking them to visit a variety of college campuses during spring break so that by the time they're ready to select the school they want to go to, they've seen, you know, small schools, big schools, private schools, state colleges, whatever. And every single kid is like, oh, I knew when I set foot on campus XYZ that this was a place I wanted to be.
And that I
So
belong.
we help.
We got
we
2
help
minutes
them
here. What with
that,
your segment left here, Chef Pascal has a
So,
question.
so Lisa,
Yes.
can we talk a bit numbers? How many, if you have track, how many kids have you touched with
Yeah.
KidWorks since?
Oh, over the 30 years,
Mhm.
probably thousands. We serve about 650 to 700 kids annually. We operate on what's called a hub and a spoke model. So we have our main community center, but then we go into the community and operate out of an apartment or a small, you know, community center within an apartment building. And there'll be like 60 to 75 kids just from that block or, you know, very small isolated neighborhood that's super dense that come to KidWorks. So it makes it easy for them to get there. The parents don't have to
Yeah.
drive. You know, they open the door, the kids just run across the grass and they're there. So we are in this expansion campaign right now. The goal is to add a couple of more spoke centers over the next few years. We opened our first of our 3 that are slated last October. And this January, we're going to open the second of those 3. It's over in a neighborhood called Minnie Street. And so that's the way we're growing to be able to efficiently and economically serve more children and families in the neighborhoods that need it the most.
Who is involved to help you during the support to the kids? Are they mostly volunteers?
Well, we have about 48 full and full-time staff and a few part-time staff.
Yeah.
We do use a ton of volunteers, and we love to have volunteers get involved and help in the programs after school. But we have a lot of great partnerships too. Nike comes in and leads sports programs. The Literacy Project comes in and helps with specialized literacy programs. We have different health partners. We have a lot of resources that we refer out for mental health or early detection of learning disabilities. We have a really strong partnership with the Gavin Herbert Eye Institute, where they help identify, children and families who need glasses, and we outfit them. So it's a whole, events like Festival of Chefs, this event will raise over $1 million.
This event, I was going to ask you, that's kind of the last question. What does this event mean to you? You're saying this one event with 70 chefs and hundreds of people coming and the sponsorship and the silent auction, you're going to raise $1 million in one night?
That's
our goal, yeah.
That's why we are motivated. All the chefs and sponsors are motivated because we know it's going to be a nice number, and it's going to help so many families. And how many cases do you work with right now at this point? And do you think also there's more and more needs that you may have to expand or something like that?
Yeah, no, the need exists. I mean, there are several locations in this area and even beyond, that we could go into if we had the resources. But we want to be very sure that everything is stable. Like, we don't go into a neighborhood without having 3 years of committed operating support and a really, stable financial footing, because the worst thing we could do is go into a neighborhood and then not be able to sustain it.
Yeah, hit and run, right, in and out.
Definitely are very cautious and plan well before opening in a new neighborhood. But there are tons of neighborhoods in need. The sky's the limit. It's really just a matter of funding and staff to serve the kids. But this event is a big, significant portion of our budget.
So how do people find out about you? The neighbors, the word of mouth, for the school district, the school themselves?
How do kids find you?
Yeah.
Well, all of the above. It used to be strictly word of mouth back in the day, and we had waiting lists. Now, more and more, it's still word of mouth, but more and more it's also through, various social media, and we have youth leadership teams that they work with the city council on various projects that the youth feel are important for the city, but they also, like, within their high schools and whatnot, help generate awareness about the programs. So if a kid maybe doesn't know about us early on, they can still join during their high school years and get involved. There are multiple ways. We have a parent advisory council, and it's an active leadership group of parents who help with outreach in the community, especially when we're going into a new neighborhood, generating awareness and kind of building community consensus building.
So where do they go? Give us some websites, and we're going to get back to talking about the chefs here and the actual event here with Chef Alan and whatnot.
So our website is KidWorksOC.org, and it is spelled KidWorksOC.org.
You can find about all the programs, all the things you're doing, and this event. People can buy tickets still to this thing?
Yes, people can buy tickets. Tickets are $500 a piece. I think it's a fantastic deal for all the fabulous food, the great wine, drinks, entertainment.
And it's unlimited. You go, once you're in, you can go to all the booths and all the booze and all the things you can try.
Your heart is content. You will be so full. Yeah, the food is fantastic, thanks to all the wonderful chefs. I do want to make a shout out to Newport Beach Country Club for hosting us, and for their chef team, Eric Matson and Victor Sotos.
Yeah, we should have them on sometime and talk about what they're doing over
The
there.
host chefs, yeah. It's going to be a really fun night, and I think on a Thursday night, what better way to kick off a summer weekend?
Has this always been
come
on
to
a
an event.
Thursday, or is this a different night
No.
of the week for you?
It's always been on a Sunday,
Mm.
and we switched to a Thursday night this year, just thinking that it's a really fun kickoff to the weekend.
Yeah, right.
And that way, if people are gone on the weekend, they don't have to miss this
Don't
event.
have to miss it. All right, it's Thursday, July 23rd at the Newport Beach Country Club, the Festival of Chefs, all to benefit KidWorks OC. Go check it out. It's a fantastic organization. It touched one of the chefs. That's not why we even booked him on the show here. We just found out he had a connection to it here. And Chef Pascal will be there. We'll be there. The whole world will be there. You should be there too.
Are you? I'm sure Lisa is going to be there.
Yeah.
Are you?
We're going to see Lisa walking around there?
Yes, I'll be there. I'll
Good.
come look for you. And will you give my cell phone number to Chef Alan so I can follow up with him?
We will. Afterwards, we'll
great.
give it
Yes,
to him.
ma'am.
Yeah. Do we have that
Thank you
number
so
here or
much.
something? Don't give it over to the air here.
No,
but
no, that's fine.
We'll hook you up here.
Yeah, you have it.
Yeah, I have
Our
your.
PR guy can give it to you.
No.
Okay. We will do that. Let's connect you with Chef Alan, and thank you for joining us and calling in here today. I'm sorry you couldn't make it in studio, but we're going to continue the conversation and talk about all the chefs that'll be there and some of the food.
I'm interested in that boar dinner that Chef.
Can you believe that's the crazy stuff that they're doing? They're talking about being
From
private
tail to
chefs.
head, yeah.
I would love to.
Great.
All right.
definitely
Thank you
love
so
to.
much for joining
Okay.
us, Lisa. All
Thank
right.
you, Lisa,
Thank
for everything
you.
you guys do
Hope
and
to see
what you
you
guys
all on the
represent.
23rd.
Yep.
Yeah, see you then. Thank you.
So, KidWorks sounds like they do a lot of good work for kids in one particular community, and they raise $1 million through one big fundraiser. Wow, that's quite a deal. So, if you've never been to this thing, this isn't just some small little charity fundraiser. This is quite a big deal. What'd you say, 50, 60, 70 chefs or booths or something?
Yeah,
like
it's
70
yeah,
over.
about 70 chef. Yeah.
All right, so we don't know what Chef Alan's going to be cooking. He hasn't figured out if he's going to do. Now he's going to do the boar from nose
Yeah.
to tail here. That would be
No,
something to do.
That's
Chef
a lot.
Pascal will be there. That's the rarity. You used to just go and show up and cover these things. Now you're a brand ambassador for what? This
For a local ocean farm, salmon farm.
which is really steelhead trout,
It's a still a trout, but
which is a
it's
type of salmon. I
still
didn't
a
realize
great-
that. Yeah.
A great fish and very well fed and all natural. It's called A0.
AZ.
Acero.
Acero, that's what you say.
Acero. Yeah, 'cause it's Mexican.
Okay. Acero steelhead. And so.
Spell it for us so we can go look at it.
A-Z-E-R-O.
Okay, azero. And what does azero mean? I don't even know what that means. In
That
Spanish.
means
Acero means steel
Steel.
in Spanish.
Oh,
steel.
okay.
Yeah, so I remember because I actually got to meet the founders at
yeah.
the event you did with Chef Brandon
Yeah.
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
Time Well Spent Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to meet him, and that was the first thing that I saw. I was like, oh, you guys do steelhead, and your company's name is Acero. I was like, that's pretty clever.
Ah, no, no,
So
but-
the Acero means steel in English.
So it's a
In Spanish, yeah.
It's an ocean farm in the Pacific, in the known.
Where's it done, in Baja somewhere?
Baja,
Yes.
yeah, correct. And
They grow the fish, farm, but so they don't grow it in a pond. They grow it kind of in right next to the ocean in a controlled.
No, in full ocean.
Yeah, full. So they're pens built into the
Yeah.
ocean there.
And it's well controlled, and if they need more food, they bring everything natural. They don't give any medication, antibiotic, nothing. It's really natural. And it's still bigger because they grow now than a normal steelhead. It will be a little bit more like
Normal steelhead. Let's talk about steelhead for just a little bit. Steelhead trout. When I came to California, I didn't know there was such a thing. They live in the ocean, and they like salmon. They go back to where they're born, which is in a stream. So they go from
We call them trout because it's,
They live in
but
a
it's a little
stream.
condescending.
Right.
Because for me, they are small salmon.
yeah.
They're
right.
not the giant
Exactly.
15-pound Alaskan salmon that we don't find anymore. And so
But they go from saltwater environment back to the freshwater where
that's what they do.
spawned, right?
Yes. And so we start to grow them in a fresh water, and then we recreate the whole natural
The
environment.
cycle they go through in
Yeah.
real life. And I thought most of the steelhead, because of the dams and the pollution and the cutting the little, were mostly gone.
Yeah,
I didn't think there was a lot. I know that in Orange County there are some creeks that have a few that still flow, that still attract a few, but not many.
I will not eat those. But
Okay.
so
So bringing back something that's a native to California,
yeah,
and that people consume for hundreds, if not thousands of years, the native tribes, and then the
you know,
people, and now
the thing is about this type of farming is to not deplete what the ocean gave us. We actually
Exactly.
we bring back more living
organisms.
organism on
Exactly.
good healthy food back to the ocean. So it's a good thing. Very
And back to our
sustainable.
diets, where this was a staple for a long time. Steelhead trout, like salmon up in
Yeah.
the northern part of the West Coast here, would come back, and it was a part of the whole living environment. And yes, people consumed it and caught it and whatnot. But as that's declined, as that's been threatened, there are more and more. We could lose it forever, or we can find ways to do aquaculture, to grow these in a responsible way, in a natural way.
And also the fishing is well controlled, even from
Right.
the farming. So it's not like catching everything you can grab from the ocean.
Exactly.
So-
Which catches all sorts of other
Yeah.
byproducts and kills other fish that you didn't mean to. Yeah.
Exactly. So the thing is, I'm a brand sponsor.
Right.
I represent the brand here in California, and also, so you're not going to ask me, but I will tell you if you ask.
You never know what I'm going to ask.
I'm planning to do a salt sugar cured fillet.
All right, explain that again. A salt?
On sugar cured fillet.
I never heard of salt and sugar together. Usually you
That's what
cure
we
them with
do.
salt.
It's in Norway we do that in the northern countries of Europe. It's called.
You say like
the-
we
it's
do
like
this
a-
in Norway. You've never been to Norway.
Yeah, I've
You've
been-
been to Norway?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like curing. It's like lux. It's like
Yeah.
without being smoky. And so this takes a couple of days. And the good thing, because the salmons are not big, thick fillets, so the curing is easier to do.
Right.
But I'm also sponsored by another brand.
Well, let's get them all in. Let's plug all your brands here. Who's the other brand?
The other brand.
It's your show. We got to plug all your sponsors here.
The other brand is actually Mesle, like a
You're looking at us. We don't know
tequila.
who is it?
Like a tequila. I never remember.
Oh, a tequila.
It's not tequila. And I forgot.
He has so many sponsors he can't even
They
remember.
they
them all.
were at the HB. They were right next to me. I know who you're talking about. They have good tequila.
Oh, that tequila is good.
Yeah.
But
Well, who is it?
let's see.
Get your
I'm sorry.
sponsor. It's no good if we don't plug them.
Well, because this is new or wine sponsor. And
All right.
and
Well, you,
what we're going to do? They're going to be with joining together. It's a mezcal.
a mezcal. Okay,
Yeah,
so you're going to have mezcal and
And
steelhead trout,
steelhead.
a.k.a. salmon,
And-
in your booth.
Yeah, so we'll be able to have some of my salmon, my steelhead. I'm going to baste the steelhead with mezcal. Okay, and then you will be able to.
Is this the mezcal I introduced you to that's coming on your show, or
Yeah,
is this different?
yeah. It's called One of Us.
One of Us, that's what it is.
It's really a special.
I
one.
got to do a plug for One of Us, and because I went
One
to
of
an event with our friend Rod Gantos, and he introduced me to these people, and they have a very premium mezcal. Mezcal, as we'll talk about when they come on the show, was for many years the poor cousin to tequila, the cheap stuff, the rot gut,
Yeah.
not the really high-end
I'm not a
stuff.
tequila guy. That's why mezcal for me is new.
But mezcal is always made in a different way with a smoky flavor, because the way they cook it is underground, and it
Yeah.
gets very smoky in a pit. So it has a very smoky flavor to it. I went and tasted this, blown away. Never had a mezcal like this
So
in my life.
that smokiness, we cure the curing of the salmon.
Exactly.
Goes very well together.
I'll bet it would.
And so, if you want to experience it, you have to come to the Festival of Chefs.
So you can taste a new high-end premium tequila, I'm sorry, mezcal rather, a mezcal, one of us, and you can taste this new actually it's farm. We'll call it farm grown, but it's not grown in a farm. It's grown in a farm right on the ocean in Baja.
Yeah.
And this California salmon we call steelhead trout.
Yeah.
You can taste that. You can taste the mezcal, and Chef Pascal's magic is you're going to put smokiness and sugar.
Sugar, salt, and herbs, and
Love to try it.
so come to me. I know. I'm the one
We
of
want
us.
him to go taste
I'm the one
Chef
of
Alan.
us.
Chef Alan didn't have
Yes,
the way to entice us yet. He hasn't told us what. So we're really challenging him. He's going to have to
Okay.
turn up his game a little bit here at this.
No, he's
As a
going
matter of
to
fact,
come.
this one is one that I always go all out. I've done pretty cool events in this one. I've requested Kristen to give me 3 booths one time,
Wow.
and I did live music. So my dad is a musician.
Oh,
He
okay.
plays trio, which is Mexican ballads. And then I showcased a local artist. I did an exposition of his art,
Oh, my
and I
goodness.
surround that by the food that I paired with the art.
Art,
Right.
music, food,
Yeah.
all a whole artistic
Uh-huh.
evening and expression, not just here's a little plate of something, try it.
Correct. So I had,
Wow.
I
Chef,
believe,
I don't know. He's
4
not. He
dishes.
just jumped jumped the shark here. He just went
Yeah.
bigger here.
No, I've always done that for this event, just because I've always liked it so much. I've gone out a lot for this one. One time, I also brought in a big ass smoker, and I did.
Did he say big ass smoker? Is that
No,
what he said?
big A smoker.
And I'm telling you, that's the kind of stuff all out you're going to see. This isn't just your typical taste of some city where you get a little sample of what they're serving at the restaurant to everybody else. This is special stuff, special chefs, special things that you can't find or won't find easily in other places. Liquors, tequilas, wines, all sorts of other upscale beverages. Is your friend with the Agua V going to be there? He was there last time.
Yeah, yes. And let me tell you also a few, I cannot say all of them.
I'll help you with them.
Can I
Come
stop it while you're looking them up? The Agua V is one everybody should try. Agua V is an alcoholic beverage, an after dinner drink, the water of life that comes from I forgot where, Finland, Sweden, someplace like that, somewhere up in the Scandinavian countries.
Yeah.
And it's sweet, but it's really enticing stuff. It's an after dinner liqueur. And why am I telling this? Because the guy who puts it on, who created this brand, who pushes this brand, is the great actor Alan Arkin's son. Alan Arkin, Catch-22, and a million other
he
famous
there?
movies.
Batch 22.
No, that's
So-
yeah, Batch 22 is going to be there.
Yeah.
So here's a guy who grew up in Hollywood, who suddenly discovered this Aqua V, I think on a movie set with his father somewhere, and said, "Why don't Americans know this thing?" And set it upon himself to not only make
Yeah,
this,
well, he
import
decided
it.
to pick this name in respect of the past.
Right.
Of
But it's a liqueur you don't see much of. Most
movie
Americans
past,
don't
yeah.
have an experience with Aqua V.
No, but that's why you can come and experience
That's
something
the
new.
whole point, right? Something new, something
Yeah.
you wouldn't get. So we're going to hear what Chef Alan's doing, what you're doing with a mezcal and a steelhead trout. Both of those are
Yes.
just trying to wrap my head around them. And what Chef Alan's doing, and what your friend is doing with the Aqua V, that as well as all the big famous restaurants in
That's
town.
the
Yeah.
experience. You
That's
know,
the
you
experience,
just
yeah.
discover new things.
I love it.
And let me. I'm sorry for some. If I there's
Forget.
some names.
Give us a couple of
I don't
highlights.
mention.
Just
Yeah.
a sample, a
So,
tease,
okay.
a taste.
So Blue Water Grill will be there.
Yeah.
The
Famous place.
Canary Seafood of the Pacific.
Okay.
The
Let Alan read a few of them here. too.
Duval dishes, from Robert Duval.
Who else? Oh, Robert Duvall. We've had him in here before. Who do you
Yes.
see in there, Alan? Who pops out?
I
at you?
have Ocean and Earth, Chef Adam Navidi.
And we had Ocean and Earth in here.
Yes, sir. And then
Up in Yorba Linda.
One you
My-
like is hot dog. Hot dog.
Hot Dog, DAW. Hot, HAUTE.
Yeah, hot.
The
That's
fancy.
Keith, right? Chef Keith.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
that
wild.
was
We
a
had him
homeboy
in the
too.
show here. Hot
Yeah, he's
dogs.
funny. He's really funny. Time well spent. Shout out to Chef Brandon.
Yeah, we've had them in here.
Chef Rick
Yes.
from Santana Sweets. Pets.
Santana
Oh,
Sweets.
yeah, we had them in
Yeah.
here,
And
too.
who is now going to help Christine Martin at the Passion of the
The Passion of the Masters. Yeah, he called me the other day. Crazy.
Because
That-
Kristen is not only putting on events now, she's going to take over a
She
space
just
at,
opened a restaurant there.
at the
for
Passion of the
summer.
Masters.
Yeah.
It's called Courtside Cafe.
Okay.
And then, and then Melissa Produce, it's going to be there. It's one of our sponsors.
Melinda's produce.
Melissa.
Melissa's produce. Yes,
Yeah,
she produces produce for lots of restaurants and places and stuff here.
And a friend of mine, not because it's French, but it's
That's why you're friends, yeah?
De Pâté.
De
De Pâte.
And how do you spell that? Like D-U?
P-A-T-E-S.
So a pate.
And fantastic, mostly baker, more other product, all gluten-free.
Gluten-free. Okay.
So if you want
Yeah,
gluten-free,
he was at the HB.
it's really good.
Yeah, his things are good.
Yes.
I remember him.
So all kind of experience you can
All
get there.
top end, high special stuff. If you have, like all of us here on this show, a taste for the exquisite, for the experience, for the exceptional, this is the place to be.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
And as winery, great wineries, Le Vendée Winery, High Time Cellar.
High Times always
they
comes out to support.
us
They
all
the
time.
big distributor over in Costa
And
Mesa. They
The
have
whiskey
everything.
there.
Golden
Shout
Eagle,
out.
Golden Eagle vodka,
Golden Eagle vodka was at the
Golden
last
Eagle,
one. Oh my
yeah.
God, they did an espresso martini that I
Yeah.
couldn't get out of the booth.
And I just sip it, but
Ah,
I cannot shut this too much.
yeah.
And so fantastic. Navarro winery, so on more.
Wineries, liqueurs, liquor companies,
Yeah.
high times, big restaurants, private chefs, tastes of things like samples of stuff you would just love to get but don't
And
have
to
access
keep you
to.
up, Moon Ghost Coffee.
Moongo Coffee will be there. Okay, I think they were
Yeah.
the last one we saw
Yeah,
here too.
yeah.
Truffle
All right.
Boys is gonna be there.
Who's that?
Truffle Boys.
I don't
Truffle
know
Oh,
Boys and
Truffle
Girls.
Boys.
Who's Truffle Boys? I don't
Oh,
know that one.
As Mr. Rocky.
So the group, yeah, he create with his team, bring a lot of, actually very generously, to servings of truffle and caviar. And
Yeah.
when
I
it's
don't
truffle
really.
season-
Truffles is what, the little thing that the pig digs out. The
yeah,
little.
yeah, yeah. But they're really good on also bringing caviar.
Because that's expensive stuff. You don't just. I so rarely have tasted caviar or truffles because I can't afford them.
Yeah.
So there's a place there you can sample some.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Truffle. What do they call them? Truffle boys.
Truffle
Truffle
Boys
Boys.
and Girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go check it out. KidWorks, OC.org. I believe that was the website.
Festival of Chefs.
Festival of Chefs, Thursday, July 23rd
23rd.
at the Newport Beach Country Club.
Country Club.
It's $500, but think what you'd spend for an evening with a private chef or with 50 private chefs, and you're all supporting great works.
Don't come
for
too
KidWorks.
late. They do have a valet parking, so it's very well
It fills up.
organized.
It fills up.
It fills up very fast. And
Well, I hope we can find somebody who will let us in the back door because I want to go try this myself here. Anybody we know? I might be there. OC Talk Radio might be there as well. Thank you so much, guys, for
they
doing
can
this.
check on the website. There's a website of a Festival of Chefs.
Oh, that we can look that up too.
2026.
Okay, Festival Chef. You can go right up. You don't want to go through the KidWorks website. You can also
You can
go
even
right
buy
there.
tickets or make donation. Wait.
Okay. Someday we'll get Kristen Martin to come back in and talk about all these spectacular events that she puts on for these charities, which
And
one of a
kudos-
kind.
Big thanks before the event to all the chefs going to help.
Oh,
us in-
who come out and do this as a way of giving back, like Chef Alan, to charities in the
Yeah.
community here. All right, final plug for Chef Alan. He came in today. I feel like we didn't give enough coverage of what you're doing. Got any dinner? What's your website? How do they find you if they want to hire you for a
So
private chef?
I'm on butterfight.com.
Just like it sounds, Butter Fight.
Butterfight, yes, BUTTERFIGHT.
And what does that
.com.
mean? Why Butterfight? I think you told me once. And I forgot.
Maybe you don't want to know.
You don't want to know? You got in a butter fight? No.
We don't play with food.
Yeah, we don't play with food. No, it's a little homage to a late friend of mine. We used to call her a social butterfly.
Oh, okay.
And after her passing, it was kind of during the time that I opened up Butterfight. But the name Butterfly Catering didn't really suit me because I'm not much of a butterfly, you know. I used to train a lot during that time as well. And it just kind of came on a world place of like butterfight, light, fight, you know.
Yeah.
And it just kind of developed out of that. But it's really just an homage to my friend.
Okay.
And the logo I designed as well. You can also find us on Butterfight_Food Service, and that's our Instagram as well. And I do a lot of business from either one, either the website or the Instagram. I've done a lot of business. A lot of my business actually comes from Out to Work, and primarily from the Festival of Chefs.
There you go. Because they taste it and say, wow, can
Yeah.
you come and do this at my house?
A lot of my clients are, majority, about 80% of my clients is Newport Beach down to Laguna and San Clemente.
Well, they've got the wherewithal to do it
Yeah.
and the interest to do it. And that's why I say, I think too many of us have never I've never had a private chef come to my house. Chef Pascal hasn't volunteered to come over and cook up.
You invite me?
I'd be embarrassed to invite you to look at my refrigerator. It's peanut butter and jelly and hot dogs.
It is a cool experience. It is something unique. And I focus a lot on engagements, private dinners, parties, or celebrations and stuff like that. And it's more an intimate, more relaxed, at the same time, very high elevated. You're getting served at your house.
Yeah.
You're getting tendered and catered for at your house.
Do you
I
bring
take
in the
servers.
food?
Yes. So it's servers, plates, food, the chef experience. And then if they want, they could also add in a bartender, right?
And can
the
they
servers and stuff-
participate? Can you get us to chop something and feel like we're helping to make it in the kitchen?
Sure, we do that sometimes.
Sure,
Too.
yeah.
We,
Yeah,
we
I have a guest, you know, like,
Yeah.
but with the husband of the wife, he's like, oh, I wanted to do, like he likes to cook a lot, and his thing is, or his like famous dish, he does a pate lollipop,
What?
and then he sprinkles it with Pop Rocks.
What?
It's a crazy take,
I'll say.
but it's pretty delicious.
Can we work in my famous peanut butter sandwich? No,
Sure.
probably not.
or we the staff meal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right,
make sure that
yes.
you join us. If you want to try
if you're thinking of
Chef
hiring a
Alan,
private chef and you want to come
food,
try his
yeah.
stuff here, come to the event,
this is
check it
also-
out
and support KidWorks as much as possible.
as much as possible. Thank you so much. We can't emphasize it enough. What a great night and what a great experience. Again, Thursday the 23rd at Newport Beach Country Club, Festival of Chefs. Go check it out. Thanks
Can
so
I add
much.
one more comment?
Please.
Everyone, come check this out. It's very important for me. It gives a lot back to the community for where I come from, as well as the lineup of this year is insane. It's really insane. The past few years, the level of chefs
Getting bigger and better. Yeah.
what they're doing and what they're bringing is gone up significantly, immensely more. It's always a little competition to see who brings in the best
I think that's it. I think you guys challenge each
dish
other.
and stuff like that. So it's very challenging. At the same time, it's very community driven by the chefs. Because I hardly see all these guys, right? But when I see them, I enjoy our drink. I enjoy what they're
We
doing.
like to see each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is like, since we don't get to spend time or hang out a lot with all those friends here, right? When we see each other at these events, is very communal, very camaraderie
like our
driven.
own party.
Yeah, it honestly becomes a little party because after work and like everything's done, a lot of the chefs just come and hang out and they'll bring, hey, I have this left, and oh, I have this left, and someone else comes and says, oh, you know, I have a bottle of wine
And
right
we,
here.
the ordinary mortals, the mere mortals, the ordinary people, get to sample for one night what's
Yes, sir.
behind the kitchen doors. We get to
Yes.
see what you guys are doing. Thanks so much.
Come check it out. You're not gonna regret it.
Okay, thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
Wow. I don't know if we can emphasize enough what a cool night this is. Definitely check it out. You don't want to miss this one or miss the next episode as we continue to take you into the world of fine dining and cuisine and cooking and chefs and all that stuff behind the kitchen doors, right here in Orange County's only community radio station, OC Talk Radio, streaming live from our studios here at the University of California, Irvine's Field Applied Innovation.